Squeaky's on the windowsill, king of the throne. Charlie's got a feather toy, she's in her zone. Doobie's in the kitchen, knocking stuff down. 3 cats ruling this crazy little town.
Good morning. 52 degrees. Do I have the heat on? Heck no. This feels good. Not yesterday. Not yesterday. Yesterday was okay. It was 79, which is like 11 degrees cooler than it was the day before, and 15 degrees cooler than the day before that. So I'm like, this feels good. If I have to shiver, I'm going to shiver. I like it. Told you I was cuddling with okay, they aren't raw blocks of ice. Okay. Again, it was in a water bottle. I'm sorry, one of my fidgets is my hair. So, and I'm sure people have noticed that I sit here and I pull it a lot. It's a fidget. And I do it less when it's shorter. Anyway, the blocks of ice are in a water bottle. It's not like there's a giant block of ice I'm just laying in my bed. So I just wanted to clarify that. I'm not just laying around with a block of ice. Oh my goodness. Oh. The kitten, that animal does nothing but move. I swear it's one of those kids that are had too much red Kool-Aid or something. Like I feed her a diet of Mountain Dew. That's why in the past when you've heard me, I've been calling her a buzz bomb. Because she just buzz. There was something wrong with this kitten when I got it? Yeah, there was. She had hidden secrets. But I think right now she's just like playing because she doesn't have to hide because she's not too hot. Which I don't mind. I don't have to worry about them overheating. I also don't have to worry about them freezing either. Which... Sorry, my toenails. You don't want to see my toenails. I don't want to see them either. But I'm fidgeting with my toenails now. Oh, I'm hungry. Okay. I fixed my hose issue. It said it was 9 feet. So it should go from the faucet to the washing machine. Now, what my issue with this hose absolutely was, it was missing a part. I did not realize that until I started researching it. There was supposed to be a plug that went into the plastic part, another plug that went into the plastic part with screws that could tighten down on stuff. And there wasn't. I hadn't done anything wrong. There was a part missing. So what I did is I went to Amazon and I looked up these hoses. Brand new, the thing would have been like $20-some. And I know you get what you pay for hopefully I have the part in it that I need. Oh. And it was used like new, may not be in the box, that type thing. $12. So basically, I had that choice or to keep throwing parts at it and tinkering. Now, I would have had fun tinkering, but that would have been a waste of money, and it probably would have cost more to do what I was trying to do, like buy a hose and this, that, and another thing, and cut it apart, and the glue, and the time, and the frustration, and the throw the this, and it would have cost way more to cobble it together than it would to just buy a replacement hose. So that's what I did. Like I said, I hope it has this one part that I'm looking for. If it does not, then I will have to look again. I'd have to show you. And I'll probably show you when the hose comes, because I'm not going to go off and take a picture and all of that wonderful jazz. I am hungry this morning. I'm going to go get some food. I ran out of the mixed beans that I had made. I ate all that yesterday and the day before. So today, or not yes, but when I ran out of that, I made spit please. Split peas and rice. Just because it was easy. Fast food. So I'm gonna go grab some of that. I purposely make sure I have basically beans and rice, maybe a few other things. Well, spices, of course, and maybe a few other ingredients. Other than that, I make sure, I have, flour, sugar, oil, and that kind of stuff. But it is a project to get any junk food out of anything in here, because I will feel obligated to eat it. And if it isn't here, I have to grab it. I had to review because I did leave you on a broken sentence. If it is not here, I have to drag that bike out and go a couple miles to go get it. And then I sit here and I think to myself, is it worth doing all that? Actually, getting on the bike, yeah, it is. And I'm going to have to soon, because the cats are... it's what they got left. Or walk down to the price gouger, where one of these is $3. Oh, and you can't use food stamps down there. You have to use cash. Oh, and if you do use a debit card, which to me I consider cash, because basically who carries that anymore? My dad. He's like, they can't deny it. It's still legal tender. On the front of it, it says. So, I mean, so he's pretty dang smart, actually. But, oh, and to use your debit card, not only do they have a minimum $5, but also to use your debit card, it charges to use them. So is a candy bar worth all of that headache? No. Done with that subject. This has been sitting all day and night. I have to get a little. Okay. My garbage can. I set it over there. Set one over there. That's where I most generally dump stuff. Because all the way over there is my other trash can. I'm too lazy to walk over there. So I just throw it in there, and when that fills up, if it's not full of stinky cat food cans, I'll throw that in the other can. I don't know. It's just something. Anyway, I had to get a plastic bag for that, so I had to pause you. I paused you. That was a frivolous. This has been sitting all day, all night. I'm ready to rinse it. You're probably not going to be able to see me doing it or whatever. Hey, look, my mocktail stuff. My hands are going to turn blue, by the way. Or whatever color this turns out. Now, I'm expecting it to be, and you can't see, I'm going to rinse it and then, I'm expecting it to be a lot lighter than this because that's what happens with tie-dye. And this is going to be really extremely hot. But it's that color right now, wet. So, ooh, this is going to be hot. So when you use hot water or something like that, you're basically, yeah, see, it's not even. Maybe it's the material too. You're basically baking it in. You're baking the stain into your stuff. Oh, that's going to be a pretty color though. It's going to be a blue color. The green is going to be like kind of minuscule and woo, my glasses are fogging. Yeah, it's going to be like a blue color. That's okay. But it's a different cloth than what I used for the purple. So, here, we'll put it under the light. But it's like a blue color. The teal stuck better than the green did. Okay. For breakfast, and I'm going to just and hang it up where my clothes, my one clothes that I got done. I'm going to hang it up there and let it dry. For breakfast, what I did, I decided I wanted a bean burger. So basically all I did was take the rice and the split peas that were in the pan and put it in a patty. I spritzed a little oil over top, added some more seasoning to the top, and it's going to be kind of like a burger. Kind of like a burger. Just shaped like one, and it's been fried. Boom! I disappeared. Ow! Ow! It says my thingy is on its way and it's shipped and it should be here. Said it should be here tomorrow, but I think Amazon lies. They're like, it should be here tomorrow or, within the next 5 months. Whenever it feels like it. There it is. So anyway, what I was saying before about the light in me laying down like this, I can have the light on and you don't have to look at it. You have to look at my hands when I adjust my camera though. But I only put one in there. I start out with one. And if I'm full after that one, I leave it. If I'm not, I make another. And I might be able to eat more of it, or I might eat half of it, or whatever, or I might not even be able to. I might be like, I guess I'm done with that for right now. The biggest, most convenient part of junk food I have in the house is popcorn. And you know I don't eat much. I don't eat anything on it, really. Styrofoam. I've done that most of my life, too. Even before it was a diet trend. Dang it. I spilt my coffee down my arm. Glad I didn't spill it on my project. I'd have to tie-dye it. Might have to anyway, but, you know. Oh, I'll show it to you. I'm not going to put it on. I could. I have my dress on. Oh, this thing. I'm like, I went to go take the trash outside because today's trash day. And I'm like, today I have my shoes on, about ready to walk out the door. I'm like, Tressa, if you bend over, see, if it's covered, but if I bent over or pushed the can to the curb, my butt might be making an appearance. You ever just start walking outside and you forget to put your pants on? I mean, wow, that was awesome. What was I going to show you? Oh, I was going to show you my project that I'm doing. And yes, I realize it is way different on the front, size-wise with the blue. I had to cut it evenly, or else it would have looked really funky. This is the front, and then that's the back. Another reason the front and the back are different lengths like that is if you look at a blouse, the back is usually at least a bit longer than the front. I think it has to accommodate for the neck. I'll Google it. It just says coverage and comfort. That's what Google said. Accommodate for being able to bend over or something. I don't know. It just said that. I got a clip. Or not a clip. It didn't have enough words to have to scroll through. It's just a picture. But it just said comfort and what else did I say? Coverage. So anyway, that's why that's longer in the back than it is in the front. But again, I had to take a big chunk out of that because it basically went like this. And I didn't even realize that when I put it together before. This is the original yarn, which is around the sleeves and the neck. But it has sparkle in it. I don't know if you can see that in the light. Yep, there you go. There's some sparkle. It has sparkle in it. And I'm going to leave that because it has sparkle in it. And I had made this myself. It was just a piece of cloth that I'd found, and I thought, that's pretty neat. I could crochet on it. I can. So, I wonder if it was somebody else's shirt, and they just, cut it up as scrap and sold it as a piece of material in the resale shop. I don't know. I could take a picture of it and ask. Seems as though that's exactly what somebody did, is they found a shirt and probably did the same thing I did and used it as cloth or tried to use it as cloth instead of anything else, because what I'm finding is vintage shirts on eBay that match basically the pattern and that kind of stuff. So yeah, somebody did the same thing I'm doing, and they tried to recreate their own clothing. Cool. But like I said, I found that at a resale shop, and I thought I could do something with that, and I am, and it's gonna be cute. Let me find a picture of the pattern that I'm doing on it right now. It's not very prominent as to what it's going to look like, but it's called a skater skirt, not a skater skirt. Excuse me, the cheerleader skirt, and it's got different folds in it. I have a picture, and I'll add it. Um, that's eventually what it's going to look like. Right now, it just looks like a bunch of granny square, and the separated ball of yarn looks like this, and I already used a piece like that. And here's the piece of the 3. It's still like mostly there, so I got enough to do the project, I'm pretty sure. And if not, I have all of that other like the one in the bag I showed you yesterday. I could actually add more colors. I could actually add that thing when it's dry. I never thought of that. No, that's my cord, brat. No, stop eating stuff you're not supposed to. You're a brat. You, stop it. You know what she does? I give her food. She eats it until she hears me drop the plate down for the other cats. She runs over, put her nose in Charlie's food. Charlie hisses at her, and then she runs over and starts eating with Squeaky. Squeaky just sits there and lets her do it. So I take her plate and put it next to them, so they're both over there fighting over it. He does still hiss at her. I don't know if I'm going to be ready to go in August because this kitten is, I don't know how old she's going to be. I don't know how they're going to accept her yet. Am I going to come back to a shredded kitten? I've got no cat sitter. Nobody's going to be able to come in and watch them. They could come in and look at them and throw some food at them, but who's going to be able to watch them? I got nobody to do that. I don't know. Maybe I can leave the sound machine on for them. At least it'll be some sort of noise. In a window cracked somewhere that's kind of concealed. Because what if it's really hot when I go? I want to go, but I could ask my daughter, and I have asked my daughter, but she's in an assisted living home. You don't take somebody from assisted living and say, come watch my cats. They're obviously there because they can't take care of themselves. I mean, I told her when she said, no, Mom, I really can't do that. She said she could. And then she says, Mom, I really can't do that. And I said, you're right. Try to take a elderly woman, 97 years old, and say, come watch my cats. She probably doesn't even know who she is. So you don't ask somebody from assisted living to leave their home for a week to come watch your cats. I can get somebody to come in and feed them. When I was gone last time, my niece did. But I'm scared they're going to get mad at me, and I don't know. going to... Oh, I'm going to rinse that out because you know what? Dye will stain glass. I've had it happen before. Yep, it's green still, see? Maybe the dishwasher will take care of that plate. Plate, sorry about the halo. I absolutely adore parchment paper. Flipped it over for the other side because it was, as usual with air fryers for me, still tacky. Which, I mean, if you don't... Are my pants on, like, in backwards or something? I don't know. They're binding up on each other, and I'm like, what the heck is going on here? As per usual, just about everything, you have to flip stuff. Well, I do. So I will probably have that when I'm done talking to you guys, because it'll need time to cool down, too. Oh. So morning chores are done. Cats are taken care of. It's not too freaking hot. It's supposed to only get up to like, I think 76 today. And with it being cooled down inside right now, it shouldn't get too hot. And plus my fans, they are working. So the tea tree oil. I have seen the ants. Oh my gosh. I saw this ant. I frickin' could ride the dang thing. It was so big. I don't know where that came from. I squished it. I had a picture of it, but it wasn't like, because I was freaking out because I was like, I've never seen an ant that big. So it was a blurry picture. So I didn't like, I can't like publish it, but it was big. Oh, great. Google says they're carpenter ants. Finding large winged, which are, I've been finding winged ants coming from your cracks and crevices. There's gotta be a joke there. An ants. You did ants. Cracks and crevices. There's gotta be a joke somewhere in there. Hot flash. Guys, there's gotta be a joke somewhere. Oh my gosh. And so yeah, they said it was carpenter ants. Wonderful. I don't know what to do about that. Oh, doobie. Oh, doobie doo. There we go. I wasn't feeling air coming from that. I think cat hair must have got up there and twisted itself around like the little fan blades and stuff. Because once I went up, I turned it off. Obviously, you don't stick your finger in a fan that's running. I turned it off and basically I dusted it and stuck my finger in there and made sure the gears were still working. What are you doing, doobadoo? In a minute. So yeah, it's carpenter ants. You know what I found out? A whole lot of stuff about this phone that I didn't realize. I can stick my phone, my debit card onto my phone, and Amazon can take it. Like, you just... I'm not going to show you my debit card. you just take. I'll show you a card. The ultimate credit card theft. I stole these from my parents. And they're from, this one's from 1987. Hasta la Vista. Rio de Janeiro, Cancun, Port-au-Prince, Puerto Vallarta. Congratulations, as a U.S. consumer, you have qualified for the Mitsubishi Bankrupt America. It literally says Mitsubishi. Oh. Oh, this one is, you have qualified for the all-new Fool's Gold Waster card. Anyway, you take it, you just stick it. There's a UF. This thing. I had to show you my real debit card because those didn't really have. Those didn't really have what I was trying to show you. And you could stick it on your card, and Amazon can, or on the back of your phone, and Amazon could take it. Because they did it for me the other day. Because I had I complained about that brushing scam. I haven't gotten anything else from it either. So, and then I guess it has the same kind of technology that goes with one of these, which I need to charge this, and I don't know when it's charged, but it also needs to be stuck into one of those cubes because it's only got this. Excuse me, I think. I don't know. Anyway, this is one of those magnetic charge things. But, and then I also found there's an actual fingerprint sensor in the on button of my phone. I didn't know about that until like last year when we dealt with the banks. My dad's like, well, he calls it his dumb phone. Instead of his smartphone, it's his dumb phone. He says, that thing will recognize my fingerprint. And I said, I don't think my phone even does it. It does. I didn't even know that. Now I'm cold. I didn't even know that. You imagine that, though? You take somebody's debit card? Well, no, I guess it might have to be like connected to your account. I was like, if you take somebody's debit card that has one of those, you stick it up to the back of your phone and pay for your Amazon with their debit card. But I think your numbers have to be connected to the account you're trying to use. So if you took somebody's card, they'd be like, that's not your right card. Yeah, this thing's working now that it's plugged into this. But I think they'll take a charge. I don't have the box for it anymore. It was something I got at a yard sale. Again, almost for free. I think it was in a free box. Oh, is it the box for it? No, that's the box for my toothbrush. I tend to save those kind of things. They have information on them. My stuff done yet? Hi, Doobie-Doo. What are you doing? She's doing nothing. She's just laying there. Her eyes still do weird stuff. Her third eyelids still do weird stuff. Up it, baby. See right there in the corners. Hi, baby. And she's got the perfect middle finger, or distinguished parts between boys and girls on her face. So she's a little D head. Oh, I love you, Doobie. He's a good baby. Oh, so yeah, I better go check that. I call it a bean burger, and I'll show you it when I get it out of there. Actually, if I take you over there, I can show you it right now when I'm cooking it. But I absolutely love parchment paper, by the way. But I was using it a long time ago in a galaxy far away for putting resin in it for my enjoyment, until I realized, oh, that's done. See, it's just a burger. Then I realized, you know why it doesn't stick, Teresa? It's got silicone in it, and you're ingesting that. Duh. Oh yeah, it's done. And the rice makes it crispy. So I'll just keep this up, take this over here, and let it cool down, and not be tempted to eat it on camera. There. Now I'm not glowing. Had it on again for crocheting. I had to take 2 rows off of there because I was sitting here going, well, here's the, and then it changed, and I'm like, what did I miss? So I had to take 2 rows because it went perfectly all the way up to like half of it, and I'm like, then I started having to put stitches here and correct it here and correct. I'm like, what went wrong? So I had to start out with, or end up with the base of the actual pattern of the skirt part. I doubt that it's going to be a skirt or a dress or anything like that. I don't think it's going to. I think I'm too tall to do that kind of stuff for myself. I could be wrong. I told you I got plenty of yarn around here. What I might wear under that. See, that satisfies. What I might wear under that is my, I had like a 4X t-shirt that I literally took and sewed around the neck because it was way too big. Got it way too big on purpose. And I made it into a skirt. Now it's a neon green, which would look really good underneath the crocheted part. So that's what I think I might wear underneath that. Now, this bean burger, the crunchy, I realize it's the same stuff I've been eating, but in the crunchy form like that, it makes me feel like I have a snack. That's how I get away with not having to do all that dramatic stuff going out and getting more. Is I'll make stuff like this. And I swear to you, spices, split peas, and rice. That's what's in that. And I didn't even put oil in it when I was cooking it. But I did do about 5 sprays on the top with oil. I have one of those refillable spray bottles. I have 2 of them, but I don't know where the second one went. It's probably empty somewhere in the back of a cupboard. And what I did is I put extra spices and sprinkled a bit of salt on the top and then sprayed it to lock it in. So that's what I do, is I trick my head into thinking, oh, you got a snack there. You got a treat. And if I'd had the Greek yogurt and the spices to do it, I would have had ranch for it. Okay, I'm going to have to pause, you guys. I'm hungry. And one of the things I got the idea for this for, I love burgers. I love the fact that that is a form of a burger, or it looks like a burger. It's formed into a burger. But I'm going to use this for an example because I'm sure there's more, because I've experimented with the other ones. You can air fry chickpeas. Add a little oil and a little salt, and you got a snack. And they sell those. What's the difference between that and the rest of the beans? And I have done it with other beans. You have to really watch what you're doing if you do it at home, because they will burn. It's like they're perfect, and if you're not standing there when they're perfect, 2 seconds later they're burnt. It's like that with squash seeds and popcorn. Popcorn burns too. Pumpkin seeds. If you're at home doing it, when you're cooking, you have to watch what you're doing. You can't just, unless you're microwaving it, you can't just walk away. Unless you're like a really experienced person and you're like just boiling some noodles. A lot of cooking has to do with most of your senses: sight, hear, smell, touch when you have to feel if it's done. But basically, that would be touch with your tongue. You're supposed to be tasting, and yeah, you see me, you dip it. Yes, that tastes good. Oh, no, you're supposed to be tasting your food when you're cooking it, too. And that's not really just gourmet stuff. That's at home. I mean, if you put in the wrong ingredient, you're going to have nasty food. And again, to me, smell works very well. It complements the tasting it. Yep. The other day when I was smelling my hose, that I'd cobbled together, I was not huffing it. I was like, Tressa, it looks like you were just getting inebriated on camera. I was smelling it because a lot of times when those things dry, they don't have that much of a smell to it. I'm sitting there thinking, people are thinking I'm having recreation right in front of them, and I'm not. But anyway, that project is probably should take the whole thing, except for the clamp, because I'll need that clamp eventually. and just throw it away. What am I going to do with it? It's broken. If I'm feeling extremely junk foody that day, if I have beans cooked up like this, I will mash them in a bowl with water, wet them down, get them soupy. You won't be able to recognize the beans or the rice. Add a little flour, gluten it up. Gluten, to me, gluten. It sticks it together. Gluten it up, throw it in, and pretend I'm eating a biscuit. Basically, I am, but it's packed with protein. But there's also the rice grain too, which is carbs. So, like I said, if I'm feeling particularly junk foody, I'll make a biscuit, and I might do that just now because that sounds good. And that didn't fill me up. Well, I should probably wait because I just ate it. My stomach might be like, Tressa, that's enough. It's making noises like it wants to escape. Oh, I found 2 more locks, a padlock with a key, and another one of those steel locks that wrap around your bike. I was trying to use this one, but I forgot the combination. And then I realized what's stopping somebody to sitting there fidgeting with it until they do find out how to open it. I realize also that's going to take a lot of time to do it and see somebody's going to see them. But then again, with all these, what's stopping them from grabbing a bolt cutter and just clip, 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 taking it? And I was called paranoid. What are you worried about? What are you so worried about? That's something I cannot replace. That was a one-time shot. I cannot replace it. And they said to me, well, you know, bolt cutters are heavy and awkward and that and hard to carry. And I said, yeah, and people around here have truck beds. And if you're going to steal a bike, you're going to put it in a truck bed. You're not going to throw it in your car. Can't fit one in your car easily. It's not. It's less conspicuous or less. It's more inconspicuous. My brain does that all the time. It's easier to hide if you got a truck. Just toss it in. Inconspicuous. Why will my mouth not make that word? I know the word I need. My brain says it's there. My mouth says inconspicuous. You want to know something? I was born and raised in the United States. I can't speak English. I speak like alien or something. Actually, I've always said we don't speak English. English is spoken in England. We speak American. Which is derived from English, but there are all these other influences from other countries that we borrowed their words as well. So I don't understand how that would be English. So I say we speak American. Because English, Old English, is full of these and thous. Try to read a Bible. That's Old English. It was just a book I had sitting. Actually, it's not. It was the hymnal I had gotten. Sometimes I just look at them. Like I said, when I bought these, Pam's got the 70s version, which is basically one that I probably would have read out of myself when I was a kid, because we did go to church. When I was a kid, we did go to church. My mom and dad had an issue with the politics in the church. It was a Methodist one. Basically, what they had an issue with is the other kids were picking on us. And they were like, nope. And then Mom decided that she wasn't Christian anymore. And Dad decided, I don't know being a Freemason if you're not a Christian or not, because I think it's a Christian-based thing. Or it originated at the point in time he was in it, or he was like active in it. I think it was Christian-based. I'm not really sure. You're not allowed to know a lot about him. And to this day, he's got secrets he won't tell. He's loyal to them. Don't tell me that man's not Illuminati. Excuse me, I know that's crazy talk. But anyway, so the hymnal she has is one that I probably would have used when I was a kid myself. This one, and it probably would have been easier for her to take home. This one, copyright 1939. And it's got a topical, not as in putting things on your skin, index, which means allegiance, aspiration, challenges, salvation. And then it has a general index of hail the day that sees him, hallelujah, what a savior. And then I think it has, maybe, no, it's just got an index. I thought it had other like teachings in it as well. Oh, responsive readings. Um, 313, the King of Glory. Oh, come, let us sing unto the Lord. Let us make a joyful noise to the rock of our salvation. Not sure. Oh, it's got Psalms 95:16, and then Psalms 24:3-10. So it tells you where in the Bible you can find these readings. But I've always loved, even when I wasn't when I was practicing other religions, I've always loved hymnals. Always. And if you look in the Bible, and I'm not going to preach forever and ever, Psalms is the music. It's the songs that are in the book. And then other people wrote other things and decided, to praise him. But anyway, we'll get off that subject because I'm not a preacher, and it's not my business to teach that to you. If you want to learn that, that's your choice. And that is, you need to find somebody who is qualified to teach you that. And I'm not shoving something like that down somebody's throat, because that was one of my biggest deals, was you don't tell me that I have to believe the same way you do, or I'm going somewhere else. I don't want it shoved down my throat. Leave me alone. I will find it if I want it. So I practice that on other people. If you want to know, figure it out. Not my job. And I need to remind myself of that. Not my job. And I am actually going to put on a blouse and go make some more food. Because that was basically just a little handful, enough to make a, I'd say a meatball. I don't want that light. Well, I guess I can use it. It's going to be daytime soon anyway. I was going to say, that's my solar light. I don't want that light. No! Look at the box. This is one of the shirts my niece gave me, and you can't see, but it ends just above my belly button. I'm like, that's going to need some crochet on it. And it does fit. I mean, it even fits around the wonderful. But it's just above my belly button. There's no torso to it. So I could probably take out the seam or crochet around the edge or something like that. I don't like my clothes just above that because I do have the belly bump and I like to have it covered. It makes me feel more put together if I have it covered. Again, my clothing choices are for myself. The rest of you can make your own clothing choices. Let's see what we can do with chickpeas. These are the ones that I made the other day. And they're done. They're kind of rubbery after you've frozen them. Potato masher. I don't want all that water in there. There's still ice in it. Okay, there's some of that water left in there. That's the water I boiled it in. Vegans and vegetarians use chickpea water and chia. I don't know if they use them together or alternately or whatever, but they'll use those as an egg substitute. And I don't know if it's the boiling water, like if you cook them together, or if it's just the stuff out of the can, because that stuff got the consistency of an egg. We're going to add some of Pam's pepper jelly. I'm addicted to this stuff. Now, there's another thing that, see, because I got that much left. That's a recipe I know about. I think they call it cowboy crack, and it's got serranos and hot peppers. Just a little bit, just for flavor. And my daughter goes crazy over it. My sibling makes it for her. But, oh boy, does she love that. And then, just for gicks and shiggles, we'll put some horseradish in there. Garlic. These didn't have anything on them. I cooked them with nothing on them. No salt, nothing. Because I didn't know what I wanted to do with them. You know what's in that? It has the steak seasoning, it has everything bagel seasoning, and it has dill in this grinder. And the steak seasoning and the everything bagel seasoning, unless you get Mrs. Dash, have salt in it. I just added some extra garlic. Potato masher. so well because they are rubbery from freezing them. Try it. Let's start out with a fork. Well, that's just not going to work, is it? I'll do this off camera because some people are sensitive to really loud noises. My cats are going to get so mad at me. Just a note, that horseradish complements the pepper jelly. The pepper jelly makes it just a little bit more sweet, and they just very well taste so good together. They taste very good together. Basically, I have spiced baby food. I added a little of the split peas because there is rice in it. And again, rice makes crispy. And I will not show you what that looks like pouring it out because it can look unappetizing. I have, again, it looks like baby food. Now I can show you because it's not pouring. But baby food. To that, where's my flour? There it is. Where's my flour? Let me see if I can find. I suppose normal people would probably use a spoon. But do I look normal? Put that away too. Oh, I shut my door on that. This is the everything bagel I get. I tend to save a few of these because they are glass. And it does say salt, sesame seeds, salt, dehydrated garlic, onion, black sesame seeds, and poppy seeds. So, salt. Guess we'll just use this spoon and add. This is flour, by the way. Just a little bit of flour. Okay, I've put 4 tablespoons in, so tablespoons. These are the bigger ones so far, and we'll mix it in. And I'm gonna glue the pea soup and stuff together with the flour. And that looks like pancake batter to me. Pancake batter. Get another piece of parchment. Put the lid on my flour, or I will have vermin in it. Get another piece of parchment paper. And because I'm using the parchment paper, it doesn't matter that the pan has holes in it. Because see. And I am going to put it in drops, like pancakes, on it. And air fry it for the amount of time on one side, and air fry it for the amount of time on the other side. Like I've explained before, when you're air frying, you have to flip it over just like if you're frying it. So. That horseradish smells good. Let's give it just a little more on each of them. This is an experiment, by the way, guys, but I've done similar. And I've been told it's comparable to like a falafel or something. I don't know. It's just in Just because, I mean, there's just a little bit of flour, so. Oh, that's going to be good. Where's my oil? See? Let's see. So there's 4 of these. So if you hear a lot of I'm going to sprinkle. No, I'm going to leave it. There's already salt in it. I have to turn the halo on just a second because I have to see my plug. There. Let's see what kind of snack that makes. It's going to take a half hour to do it. I'm going to put the rest in the fridge and wait because I don't know what's going to crawl off the counter and try to eat it. Buttholes. Water. Like I've explained before, this is just a Sprite bottle. It's not Sprite. And I have this I should fill up with water too. Because you know what? You know what? I'm going to tell you what. I had a comment the other day. You seem like a nice person. When I was complaining, somebody had gotten up in my business. And I was like, just leave me alone. And somebody put on the comment, you seem like a nice person. And it was either that or you seem like a nice person. So, but complaining like that, I'm pretty sure it was you seem like a nice person. I'm not here to be nice to everybody. I'm not here to eat people's crap that they try to feed me. I'm not going to take it. I used to take it. I'm not doing it no more. Water. I'll prove it. It's not soda. It's water. Yeah. Again, I am one of those people that absolutely believe that you will 100% get back whatever attitude you feed me. I.e., if you show me that you're a butthole, I'm going to be a butthole right on back to you. If you show me you're a really good person, I'm going to be a good person right on back to you. You deserve what you give. And I don't have to take it. I don't. People think they're entitled to me respecting them for no reason at all. No, you earn that. And I don't care. I don't care if you deserve a gold star for getting up out of bed this morning. Yay, go you. I should refill that Sprite bottle, but I'm not done with it yet because it's not cold. Look, miraculously, I got new 7-Up. Oh, I have enough water bottles in here. I've got both of those Sunny D's, a mayonnaise jar, that Sprite bottle, this water bottle. Where's that other Sprite bottle? Must be in the bed or near the bed. Sorry about walking away like that. Yeah, I'm not just going to walk around and randomly just like, oh, I respect you. Oh, there it is. I need to refill it too. I've done that. I've blindly walked into the world and thought everybody was a good person. Absolutely everybody was a good person. I trusted them and respected them and got wiped on. I'm not doing it no more. And you don't tell me I have to. That's a good way to get me to rebel. Is you tell me I have to. Or you tell me I can't. Why does Stitch have a green mouth? I never noticed that. I want a drink. As I'm filling this one up, I want a drink. Now, I got enough water bottles. I need to quit that. However, I've got water stashed up there too. That, I got about 5 gallons in smaller containers like this stashed around this house of water, of that filtered water. That came in very handy when the power went out. So that's been in for about 8 minutes because it goes for 28 minutes on the cycle, on the air fry cycle. I swear somebody just didn't want to repair this thing and they sold it to me. And it's, I stuck my finger in it, looking like pancakes. And yes, I will have to flip them over. And it's going to be good. Water! Water! I need water! I'm so thirsty! I want water! I don't like this bottle. It pops open really easy. It's not good for bike rides. I should leave it open though because it's got water in it and I don't want it molding. These are what I take for bike rides because everybody knows they don't leak unless there's something wrong with them. The bottles, not the well, there might be something wrong with the person too. You're talking, or I'm the one talking. I can taste the Sprite in that too. That didn't bother me so much when I needed it. I had used Sunny D bottles, and I actually used the gallon, and I have a couple of those, vinegar bottles to store the water before. And that didn't even register as a flavor when I used it. There we go. We got two of those, a 7-Up bottle. Yeah, I got enough water in there. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. yeah. I got enough water in there. Da. I don't like to leave the kitchen when I'm cooking. I know that's just and I got my other senses, my hearing and my smell to see if it's burning. But usually when I cook like this, that one decides it's time to be on Mama for one of her epic love fests. Hi, Beep. Hi, Beep Beep. Hi, baby. I am sleeping. Leave me alone. And Squeaky is... Squeaky's camping in his tent. He's loved that spot since I put it up there. Him and Puff will take turns in it, but he's majority of the time, if I want to find Squeaky, he's in there. Unless it's really hot, then I don't know where they go. I think underneath my bed. Actually, Charlie goes somewhere in the great beyond. Beep Beep I've seen coming out of the great beyond. Squeaky, I have no clue where he hides. And it might be in the great beyond, where Alana's room used to be. By the kitchen where that brown plastic is hanging up there. And it doesn't seem cooler back there to me, but they find places to go. So I'm going to turn this off for right now, and then I will give you a view and a review of the food when it's done, and then I'm probably going to say goodbye for the day because I'm pretty sure I talked your ear off. Okay, let's see. It says lock. There we go. It says end. Let's see what's in here. Okay. Basically, it made bean cookies. And I am going to, actually, you know what that kind of reminds me of? You could put a burger in that if you wanted to. But all of those beans, sorry, that's the consistency of it close up. Ooh, and this is the cooked side. And it looks like a bean cookie. Like I said, all of that, it has 4 tablespoons of flour in it. It also has rice in it, so that's another carb. But that's that. I'll probably give you, because they're not done, and this video has gone way over, not way over, but over an hour, almost an hour and a half. And I'll probably give you a review tomorrow. I'm going to say, have a good day. We'll see you later. Bye! I lied. I'm coming back for a review on this. That's freaking good. You can't even taste the beans in it. You taste the sweet from the pepper jelly, and you taste the flavor of the horseradish. It's not spicy. And it feels like a piece of bread. And it's crunchy. It's good.